Alright guys, part 4.
Sometimes in our delegate discussions, we can get a bit off track or get muddled on what we were really originally focusing on. In that case, a delegate member might want to cut debate short and revisit the previous topic at hand, whether that's a motion or an amendment that we were supposed to be voting on. In this case, a delegate member can do what is called moving the previous question. That might be a little confusing, but let's take a look to see what it looks like. The chair recognizes the delegate from Lake Forest.
Mr. Chair, I move the previous question.
Is there a second? The chair recognizes the delegate from William Penn.
Mr. Chair, I second the motion.
It has been properly moved and seconded to move the previous question. We will now proceed to vote. This vote requires a 2/3 majority as it is a movement to limit debate. That one was a little confusing. Let's recap what just happened. So Emily moved the previous question. That implies that she no longer wanted to debate the amendment that was on the floor of the delegate committee at the time. After moving and seconding the previous question, 2 votes are going to take place. First, the delegates are going to vote on whether or not to immediately return to voting on that amendment on the floor. That vote requires a 2/3 vote. If that 2/3 is achieved, we'll move on to the second vote, where we will then immediately vote on the amendment on the floor with no more discussion before. That vote is only going to require a majority to pass. Some final things to keep in mind about the previous question. This is a motion that requires a second but is not debatable. However, it is to the discretion of the chair whether or not I'll be entertaining previous questions in times of productive discussion. Once again, we need to make sure that we are addressing every motion we make, including moving the previous question to the chairperson and not to any of our fellow delegate committee members. This should only be used as a tool when we are trying to enhance efficiency and effectiveness in our delegate discussion, not when there's some really productive and cool conversation going on that we just aren't really interested in.